I'm Luis Rodriguez, and let's queer up entertainment. The Necessary Foundation forms to support LGBTQ filmmakers. Queer Hollywood icons have come together to create a new resource to help support independent LGBTQ filmmakers. The Necessary Foundation was created by Alan Cumming, Bowen Yang, Lena, Waithe, and Adam Goldman, who will act as founding board members. The foundation will also have an advisory board consisting of Bruce Cohen, Andrea Lawlor, Richard Konigsburg and Lilly Wachowski, who will help with additional support. In the statement, Yang said, quote, "Queer filmmakers don't need permission, but they do need opportunity. That's what the Necessary Foundation is building. I'm so honored to be part of supporting new artists at the starting line," unquote. As entertainment companies continue to reduce visibility of queer and minority characters under pressure from the Trump administration, it has increased the difficulty for LGBTQ filmmakers to create their art. Cumming focused on why this is a problem, saying, quote, "This really is a crisis. If we don't act now to support young, queer, and trans filmmakers, LGBTQ plus people will disappear from American film and television screens. It's as simple as that," unquote. Have you noticed American filmmakers having more trouble getting support for anything LGBTQ? And
you would know since you work with the LGBT Film Festival.
Yes, this is great because the young filmmakers, actors, actresses all across the board need mentorship, need support, need guidance. If they want to be in a film festival, at least have some support of people in the community and people that are successful to guide them and give them support and know that their art is accepted and available for them to tell their stories to everyone.
And necessary and important. And not less important than anybody else's story. You know, folks need to know that. I mean, there's times that I'm watching an Outshine Film Festival movie and it's, in a country I probably will never be able to be freely with my wife, right? But their story is still important that we're watching, I love Alan Cummings. He can do no wrong to me, okay? Don't start talking about his clothes, Rex.
They're fabulous.
He's going to say something.
Fabulous.
The thing is that Rex has way better capes and jackets, which is why he wants to dress them himself, okay? That's the thing.
Alan,
you know what I mean?
me.
But I love his no nonsense, don't take shit attitude,
Absolutely.
right? You're not going to misrepresent the LGBTQ community. No, you're going to come out for us, When he was the host of the BAFTAs and that horrible thing happened with the N-word, he came out, days later and was like, "What is wrong with you people? Why would you allow that to happen if we taped that 2 hours before?" He was very vocal. So that's the kind of leadership you need at a foundation like the Necessary Foundation, Bruce Cohen, Lilly Wachowski, Bowen Yang. I mean, when he made me watch SNL again. No offense, SNL, but you were boring for many years. I think once the Amy Poehlers and all those people left, I got tired of SNL. And he gave like that life back. And maybe because he's queer, I wanted to watch. But I mean, another one who is always representing community, always out there using his platform for good. Yeah. So intense, but committed folks that would make this studio, the best bet.
Yeah, Bowen Yang's gay? I had no idea. A couple weeks ago we sat here and we did a story on Heated Rivalry about, or maybe it was on your show, I can't remember, but about how Heated Rivalry wanted to be made in America, but all the executives were giving them notes, no kissing till episode 5. There's only 6 episodes. That it was just so, it tied their hands creatively, and they went to Canada and they made the show they wanted. Schitt's Creek, also made in Canada.
Yeah.
So the resources are out there and they're in North America. Unfortunately, they're all up in Canada. And this is a great foundation that I hope is going to be able to get into at least Orange County, maybe LA County. You know what I mean? We've got to get some support there. It seems like all Hollywood's gay, but don't believe everything you see on TV.
Well, and then we don't also follow gay movies, right? What was it, Bros? What was that movie that was out during that time that nobody saw? And we did 83 stories on it. And I was like, oh my God, this is going to be our movie. We're going to become a blockbuster. And no gay movie is ever a number one movie.
We need to start making good movies too.
Well, there's that. I think a big issue, and I think you said it, is everybody's story is valid. Unfortunately, because of the American culture, not where we're at now, but just even in the past, most LGBT characters have been some sort of character because that's what they felt could be palatized by the middle of America, right?
Yeah, the gay neighbor.
Correct. The flamboyant. So even with Will and Grace, which was a breakthrough, you still had Jack because they needed Jack. You couldn't just have Will. That show would have, I mean, I hate to say this, but that show would have not worked if it had just been Will's character. So, and unfortunately you have a whole queer community growing up with this saying, oh, the only thing that's going to be permissible in theater, in movies, is these wild, outrageous characters. So regardless of what's happening right now, an organization like this is going to be needed to mentor these people and to tell them, look, tell your story, whatever that story is. It can be outrageous, it can be serious, it can be truthful, it's okay. And to let them know, unfortunately, it might not become mainstream.
And that's okay too.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Well, there is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by sharing them and subscribing to Queer News Tonight.